Okay, so I gonna kick off this candle with more adventurers rations. I pulled out fighter. There we go.
Wait, what? Spider?
Fighter. There's like 12 classes. Each stick is a different class.
Oh, okay.
The fighter is oh god.
What?
What is it?
It's gonna be a bad one. I don't know. He won't say.
Jalapeno.
What is it, Dan?
Jalapeno, which is not that bad. Elk.
No, jalapeno is pretty good.
Elk.
Oh, that's not bad.
Yo, elk is great though.
That face is
Elk with beef.
Yeah.
Oh, you're good.
Yeah, it's beef and venison.
beef.
You're fine.
Yeah, this is like a stronger deer.
God, I
bigger
didn't
deer.
like venison, if you'll remember.
Now, Dan, if
Right?
you just have enough venison, eventually you'll like venison.
If I was starving to death, I'm sure venison would appeal.
Well, Dan, if you're starving to death, everything starts to taste better.
Right? Maybe that's the thing. Maybe I should just not eat for a couple of days before I do this.
Now you're thinking.
All right. Oh God, I don't enjoy this at all. And
Well,
Amanda's over here. Look at this. Amanda's over here, just laughing at me. Just laughing. She's hiding her face from the camera, but she's just laughing at me.
Hey, if it makes you feel any better, we all enjoy this.
Right?
It's because you're so
Jalapeno
bad at
elk.
it. Too like-
I can't even get it out of the goddamn package.
Push from the bottom.
No, it's like stuck at the bottom. Look, it's all deformed. It's like, ugh, I don't even want to understand what's going on with this meat stick. Oh, God, I just smelled it.
Oh, it's like he's so dramatic that he takes the littlest nibble.
Why are you eating it so slow?
Okay.
That's not a
Like,
look of
the
happiness.
worst part is like you're prolonging it by like.
That's progress.
Believe it or not, this might be my favorite so far.
Holy shit!
Wow, that facial. does
He's not
say my
dying.
favorite.
Wow.
He's actually chewing it to completion.
That's incredible.
I mean, it's not great.
but it's not terrible.
No, it's terrible.
It's just less terrible.
It's just not completely terrible.
Well, Dan, you're giving me mixed signals here.
I always take two
Yeah.
bites, so I will take another bite, but that's not because I'm enjoying this. It's because I take 2 bites.
Sure.
Your words say it's not terrible, but your face says.
Your
Yeah,
face is
it's not
delicious.
good. It's not good. I wouldn't eat this for enjoyment.
I really bought this with the best intentions.
That last one, he screamed when he ate it. He was like, ah!
What was the last one?
Well,
I think the
don't
last
remember.
one was Buffalo something.
Oh, that was a couple of weeks ago, right? A few weeks ago?
Yeah, I think that was the Bard. Was it the Bard?
Could have been. Let's see. What was it?
I remember
The Bard was buffalo style chicken with beef. I don't think I've had that one. I haven't had camel.
Is Duck?
Duck was like the first one I did.
Yeah, Duck was the first one.
You didn't like.
No, it was the Ranger. It was the Ranger.
I did the Ranger.
It was
That
venison.
was venison with beef, right? Okay. So, fighter. Who knew?
Go ahead and take that third bite. You look like you want to take one.
No, that's all right. That's
You don't
all.
want to finish it?
Nope.
Okay, dumb question.
Yes.
I know you say that you're filming yourself and that everyone can see you. Where's the video feed coming from? Because I don't see it in Discord. I don't see it in Roll20. I'm just curious.
In roll
It's
20,
in roll 20.
instead of a icon in the bottom left, you should see my video. But you might have to go under settings,
Yeah.
go to audio and video, and then do I can see video.
Yeah. That's very interesting. Let me.
On your
Because it's
icon.
like I have it set for both, so I should be able to see and hear voices, but I never see your video come up.
Do you see your icon at the bottom?
I see my
You see
icon.
your
It says
picture?
join.
Yeah, click join.
Oh, Oh, okay, that's what it was. I never joined.
And there we go.
Yeah,
now
I
we can
finally
see Dan's
figured that out
beautiful
last week.
face.
Yes.
So he's gonna have
I'm
to
like,
do another bite.
where's the video?
Voice.
So now you're gonna make me eat more so that you can see me eat it.
Yeah. That's
Also, thank you, Serrata, for reminding me about my CPAP machine. I have to deal with my insurance about that.
Ooh.
I just have to send them a picture of the invoice I got for it, so they'll give me my money back.
You know, the jalapeno might have been what saved that one.
Yeah,
What is it?
talking about insurance. Fuck, I have to get an eye exam tomorrow, and I couldn't find anywhere in Hoboken that would take my insurance. So
Ooh.
I'm going
You
to
have one
Warby
of those
Parker and
janky
paying out
ones?
of pocket.
Insurance should cover one free eye exam a year.
Yeah,
Well,
but it just
the thing
depends on
is-
which one you have.
Exactly. I checked, there's 3 places in town that are I looked through, and they're like, oh, which insurance do you have? And apparently, our specific vision one is, VSP, and then, our normal insurance is Blue Cross Blue Shield. And, of course, when I punch that in, they're like, oh, this is outside of your network. I'm like, what do you mean, outside my network?
I think VSP actually owns an eye doctor company. I forgot who it was. I know it's not Vision Work. Me and my wife.
Yeah,
went
these
to,
are independent, these are, independent optometrists and stuff, so I just said, screw it, I'm gonna go to Warby Parker again and just pay out of pocket like I did last time. Pretty sure my prescription needs to be updated.
Yeah, they own
Well-
Vision Works. So if you have a Vision Works out there, they accept it because VSP owns it.
Oh, okay, good to know.
Getting my eyes examined on Monday. Probably due for a new pair of glasses, a new prescription.
That's always fun getting a
Yeah.
new prescription.
Right? I
Oh, that
busted.
sounds very exciting.
Oh yeah, fun stuff. I'm
I
definitely gonna
got-
have to buy new glasses though.
After 12 years, I got transitionals, which they're a lot thicker, which I don't know if I like.
Oh, the
Or progressives.
progressives, right? What they call bifocals now.
No, they're like trifocals or.
Right. Yeah, I they made the recommendation for me to start wearing progressives years ago, just based on age, and I'm like, I didn't think I needed it, but okay, fine. I as you can see right now, whenever I'm on the computer, whether it's at work or here, I really don't use my glasses. My vision is perfectly adapted for a screen that's about a foot or 2 feet away from my face. So I don't need glasses for that, but I tend to need them for seeing anything at distance, like even trying to read stuff on the TV, which is about 15 feet away, becomes real difficult without my glasses.
Oh yeah,
I'm so
that's
glad my one comment about insurance has devolved into this. It makes
Yeah,
me happy
yeah.
every time. It makes me happy every time
Right?
That's
because I live an incredibly boring life, and I love hearing how people have it worse than me or better.
Don't worry, you'll be the 51st state soon enough. You'll know our misery.
Actually, we're not going to be a state. Your fellow Americans have decided that because we're too liberal, we might become a territory instead.
Can you just buy California? We'll join you.
Right.
Look, here's the thing.
if we become a territory, does that mean I can move there?
No.
Yes.
No,
Right.
just specifically you.
Please. Yeah.
Can I just get away from the U.S. for a bit?
Now,
Will make it easier to move there?
See, as much as I'd appreciate to expand Canada into Greater Canada, I simply do not want to inherit your guys' problems.
Right. I don't blame you there.
Yeah.
Oh, these problems are dumb over here.
Yeah.
Yep.
I just want California to secede so I can move back.
Right.
Right.
Hear me out here for
Yeah.
a second. California and what's the state directly north of it?
Oregon.
Oregon. Yeah, sorry, California, Oregon, and I need to look at the rest of the fucking map for wherever
Washington.
Cascadia.
Washington.
Yeah, Washington. Yeah, thank you. Those 3 states can form Cascadia.
I'm in.
Sign me up. Oh, Canada.
I don't know about Oregon. They're very anti-Californian.
Are they?
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
they are
well-
here too.
Yeah.
Look, Californians are very anti-Californian from what I've seen.
Yeah.
This is
Half
true,
the state does
but-
hate itself.
Yeah.
All right, let's see here. Let's light this candle. We are in the town. Well, I guess it's been 2 weeks. We should do a little recap of the story so far, briefly. You woke up in the Sigil mortuary with no memory of yourselves, really, or conflicting memories and overlapping memories of multiple lives. And you met with an information broker who owned a casino by the name of Shemeska. Shemeska said she would look into your predicament, and she sent you off to fetch a Modron by the name of R04M, or Rome for short. And you are in the outlands outside of Sigil, this plane of absolute neutrality, which you would think would make it a pretty bland and boring place, but the kind of neutrality that the outlands offers is not like I said, a kind of bland nothingness. It is rather everything, the kitchen sink stacked on top of each other. Just all sorts of different environments and terrains, and rapid transitions from one to the next. It is a wild place filled with possibility, and it is peppered with these gate towns, which are all the central theme or component of every gate town is a portal to one of the outer planes. And the towns kind of end up embodying the nature of the plane that their portal goes to. In tracking down Rome, you found a Mimir, which should give you Rome's location, but it needs to have some missing data restored before it will be able to do so. So you're kind of going on a tour of the Outlands to restore some of this missing data. The first port of call, if you will, was the town of Automata, which is the plane to Mechanus, which is the plane of ultimate lawful order. You ran into the bureaucratic nightmare that is Automata when you tried to access that portal. It was going to take days and days of paperwork and lines to get you near that portal, and you ended up meeting one of the rulers. There's a council that rules the town, and you met with this ruler, Aristimus was his name. I think he was a tiefling, I think. Or was he Githzerai? He might have been Githzerai.
Could have been both.
I think he was Githzerai. I think so. But neither here nor there. His race is kind of inconsequential. What he had you do, he said he would get you a special pass to get to the portal, so you could log your report into your Mimir. But he needed you to do a favor. He needed you to track down an outlaw named Beltha, who operated in the underground, literally the underground of Automata. Once you got about 30 feet below the surface, gravity switched and you started walking, in the inverse, and dealing in this underworld underneath the perfect order of Automata, this seedy kind of underbelly of chaos and revolution, if you will. And you did battle with Beltha and her gang. You were able to take her alive, and that is where we left off last week, right following the battle that you did with Beltha. And I think it was Zorana did, I remember, very purposefully stated that she was doing non-lethal damage, or a couple of you did, as it got down to the end. So you made sure to take her alive because there was a bonus for taking her in alive. And that is where we are. the mission, in addition to tracking down Beltha, was to recover the logbook for the Concordant Express, which was that planar train that you might remember I talked about 2 weeks ago. I won't get into it again now, but it's a train that tours the outer planes. Anyway, you got this logbook. You've got Beltha. I gave you your XP last week, right when we ended, but I didn't deal with the treasure. So, on the balcony up above where Beltha was standing, I think you were up there. What's your name? Frog Boy.
Cap.
Cap.
Frog
Thank you very
Boy.
much.
Frog Boy. Cap is the motherfucking time toad to you.
All right, the Time Toad. Sorry, Mr. Time Toad.
Thank you. Mr. Time Toad's my father, actually.
So Cap upstairs noticed a couple of pieces of valuable artwork worth 200 gold.
Which he immediately stole.
Right. And Cap, why don't we get you an investigation check too?
Absolutely. We just put all this paperwork away. Actually, play the fantasy world instead of engaging with the real one. Investigation.
Ooh, crushed
25.
it. Okay. So, where was it? You find a stash of several well-packed, precision-made lenses in a couch hidden in between the cushions. You found these. The lenses are worth 750 gold.
Okay.
And that is the logbook, the art, and the lenses. Represent the treasure that is there to be found. We give you your XP. So now I think it's just a matter of taking the logbook and Beltha back to the Council of Order and to Aristimus and collecting your reward from him. You think you need to take any precautions as you travel through the inverse to get Beltha out, or?
I mean, isn't this where her gang lives or something like that? Did we see that?
That
Did we
dwarf?
see the dude that was? Yeah.
The dwarf, yeah, that was that thought Zorana was hitting on him. You gave him gold and he gave you the location, but you haven't seen him down here in the inverse.
Cool.
I was about to say, very important is that Cap stole back the money without anyone noticing.
It's true.
Yeah. Well, look, I was going through the pockets of that person to find actual useful information and just happened to take 100 gold out of their pocket.
Listen, I'm not upset that you did that. I'm just saying we technically haven't lost any money on this.
We haven't lost. We've been completely neutral on this so far.
Right?
Yeah. Guys, we're not. We need to become cash positive, though.
Quick.
So what's the plan, Stan?
Have something to
Well-
cover her with, and I can carry her out like she's like a.
She's unconscious
a
right
sack or
now.
something.
So
Yeah.
Yeah, we can just take them.
Does anybody have like a cape?
I mean, Cap has his wizard's robe, but they're probably not safe for a person to wear, given they're coated in his poison that he secretes constantly.
You pet that dragon.
My Themberchaud's all dusty. He's got. I had to get some of the.
Your
cobwebs off.
what?
Themberchaud.
Ah, right, the fat dragon from
Right.
the movie.
Chunky dragon, right?
For which movie?
The Dungeons and Dragons movie. Honor
Oh.
Among Thieves.
Honor Among Thieves, yeah. That's that one.
Right.
We going to wrap her in that robe, and I'm gonna bundle her up as if she's like a sack of potatoes, and I'm gonna carry her over my back.
Alright. You make your way out of the inverse and back to Aristimus, who is outwardly reserved at the news, but it doesn't take a good insight check to tell that inwardly he's delighted that you've done this task for him. The logbook is recovered, and he does provide you with a pass to access the gate to Mechanus, along with a trinket, a little copper pocket watch with a face that tracks 168 hours. The watch is worth 500 gold.
Oh, the days here.
And anybody trained in Arcana can make a check.
Okay.
No.
Ah, I'm trained in Arcana. I think.
Is that
I'm not used to
skill?
not being.
8! I know what this is, guys.
Acrobatics,
Yeah.
Arcana, same thing. You spun around in a circle, but you fell.
Oh, wait, did I hit acrobatics? I thought I hit Arcana.
That's what a toad would do.
It is, in fact, the same. It is, in fact, the same modifier, though, so that the roll would be the same.
Right, right.
Yeah, so Cap looks at this and spins. As one does, of course.
So Aristimus does provide the bonus for bringing in Beltha alive. The party gets 2,000 gold pieces. I don't know if we want to designate a single person to work the treasury, or whether somebody
Can just
wants to
ask him
record.
what the pocket watch was.
Yeah, it is a trinket from Mechanus.
Why does Mechanus track 180 hours?
168 hours. Oh,
I mean-
one of the primary gears takes 168 hours to complete a full revolution. It's very complicated calculations.
Very clock-plunk.
Got it.
Yeah, it really doesn't help track, daily time, but
I mean, it tracks time for Mechanus, I guess.
right. So 2,000 gold from Aristissimus, and now you can go to the gate, and you can record your entry about the town of Automata into your Mimir.
What are we gonna say for the town?
Right? What's your report on Automata gonna be?
Extremely meticulous. Very process driven. Everything is extremely organized and
Very orderly.
I'm taking some notes here, and my pen isn't working. There we go. So we'll say meticulous, orderly. What was some of the other adjectives?
They're extremely meticulous about their notes and documents and processes.
Documents and processes.
Based off the what? Mm-hmm.
All right. Any other impressions of the town? Any noteworthy sights or?
Surprisingly diverse. Seeing as how we saw dwarves and mechanus serving other races.
All right, Modrons, right?
Yeah.
All right. Sounds like you've recorded a accurate entry about the town of Automata, and you can conduct any business you want here before we leave. You might want to try to sell some of your trinkets for actual gold, or if you would rather keep them as material goods instead of money. Any shopping or anything like that you want to do before you head back for Eidkaru, the walking castle, and move on to your next destination.
Oh, yeah, we have a walking castle.
Right.
And check and see how much a magical great axe is.
Yeah,
Magical great axe.
Do they sell magic items in Automata?
That's a
They
good
do.
question.
They
I
do.
feel like they'd be most efficient.
Dan,
Yeah.
I've acquired a shopping list.
Does Automaton have Costco?
Yeah, is there like a Costco here? I feel like that's a very like Automata thing to have.
Right. Yeah. Very. You can get bulk sizes of. You can get a pack of 6 great axes, magical great axes.
Yeah. Well, what is their brand name called here? 'Cause it's not Kirk. It can't be Kirkland.
Momart.
Oh, Momart. Yeah, so you have like the Momart brand magical great axe.
Right.
Next city over is the Omega Mart.
So let's see. What does a magical great axe cost? Right. Let's see. Compendium. Selling a magic item. Selling treasure. So, what is the rarity of a +1 great axe?
Uncommon.
Uncommon. So that will run you 1,400 gold
Holy crap. For an uncommon?
for an uncommon.
For uncommon great axe?
Yeah.
I ain't got it.
Make a persuasion check. See if you can barter him down.
Persuasion.
Do you want help with this?
Yes.
Okay, can I help him?
Yes.
Can I help? Okay. Ah, fuck.
Price just went up to
How is that
1,500.
possible?
I knocked something over looking at it.
Right.
Well,
1,400.
it is what it is.
Well, the party has the gold to spare. I mean, how much gold does the party have at this point?
Is it keeping track of the...
Has everyone just collected their gold individually at this point?
I think we've been splitting. Yeah, we have.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, we've been dividing gold, which is why Cap is like fucking loaded because I've been just betting on blackjack.
Right.
How much gold should we have, roughly?
Yeah,
Like
what
how
is everybody call out how much they have?
Alright. I'll go
No.
last.
Not to be nosy,
You
but
go last. 130.
130? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have a 225.
359.
I have 360.
Cap is at a very humble amount of 3,818 gold.
What the heck?
Now
What we want to do is
let's say that you've sold the treasure you just acquired.
Yes.
So let me come back to that. So that was 200 gold, 750 gold. So there's 950, and then 2,000, right? So 20. We'll call it 3,000 divided among 5. So that would be 600 gold each.
600 gold each?
Right.
Fuck, Cap is even more loaded now.
So Lex, I hear Cap has reasonable interest repayments,
the Bank of Cap.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah,
Bank-
Cap is gonna open up a bank. It's entirely just an investment bank, though.
877 Cap now.
Exactly.
Cap, buddy.
Cap
Look
looks
at the
at you,
toad.
Lex, with his eyes. It takes a second for both of them to actually look directly at you. What is Lex trying to buy?
A magical great axe, so he can
magical great
do
axe.
magic damage. So he doesn't do half damage.
How much money is it, and how much money does Lex have?
It is 1,400.
Yeah,
And
it's a +1.
Yeah.
Lex, how much money do you have?
I have a strong 959.
959. All right, yeah, I will give. So it's 1,400. You have 959. Yeah, I'll give you the difference of 441 gold for that. Yeah, so Cap just gives you 441 gold, so you can have exactly enough money to get it.
Wow, Cap, you're a lifesaver. I appreciate
Although he
it.
does count out each piece of gold individually, so it does take like 15 to 20 minutes.
How much is a cloak of protection?
What's the rarity?
It's uncommon rarity. We'll wondrous item.
Same thing, 1,400.
All right.
Now, I
Oh,
too
great
have
X
been
plus
looking-
1.
I too have been looking for magic items. They don't do magical tattoos here, do they?
It's a pretty fair-sized city. I will say that there are a couple of tattoo shops. Sure.
Yeah, I'm looking for a barrier tattoo.
A barrier tattoo,
Ooh.
Yeah, so I don't have to cast mage armor on me every day.
right? What was the? We had that. Did we pin that by chance? What the tattoos cost? We didn't, did we?
I don't think we did. Is it somewhere there?
It's somewhere way back in there. I'm not going to scroll to find it though. Or maybe I'll do it real quick.
Oh.
What's the calculator?
Because as much as because like my armor class is with mage armor, it's 16, which is not bad.
So
But
this
also having
was-
to spend a spell slot on it every day when I have other things that I also have to spend spell slots on adds up.
Got it. All right, here we go. So, how do I copy link, right?
Yeah, should be able to copy the link. All right.
Can I borrow 439 from the Bank of Toad for a cloak?
Does it have prices listed on there?
I thought it did. Did
It
it
just
not?
has the rarities.
Okay, so what's the rarity?
So there's 3 types of barrier tattoos.
Mhm.
There's the uncommon, which is a 12 armor class. There's the rare, which is a 15, and then there's the very rare, which is an 18. Now, I of course would love to have the very rare,
That's gonna
but
really be
that's going to be a
expensive.
lot of money, and I
More
want to
than
know
you
how much
have,
money
yeah.
that is. More than I have, definitely, but I want to know how much it is.
About 50,000.
About 50,000. That's reasonable, I suppose.
Right.
How much is the rare, which is a 15?
That's gonna run you 5,000.
5,000. All right. Well, we'll put that up. We'll put a pin in that one for now. Then
All right.
have to go to the casino a few more times for that. Now, I suppose the other items on my shopping list, because Cap's been thinking, and when Cap thinks, bad things happen. I am looking for an arcane grimoire +1. It's an uncommon book.
1,400.
1,400. Good to know. Man, this is good. I just need to check one more thing to make sure it's not not something I have to concentrate on. Or, like, attune to. Yeah, that requires attunement. Goggles of Night. The other thing I'm looking for is Goggles of Night, which are an uncommon item.
Your uncommons are all going to be 1,400.
Okay, yeah, so... Okay, good to know. Then I guess... Fuck, I don't want to burn through all my gold, but it would be really funny if I did.
I mean, what do you have it for but to spend it on stuff, right?
Exactly.
I mean, what are you going to have? A big pile of gold at the end of the campaign? And
Alright, cool. Yeah, so Cap is gonna buy an arcane grimoire.
what's that?
He's going to it gives me a +1 to my spell save DC and spell attack bonus.
Oh, wow. That's
And it's also a spell book.
very nice.
The other thing that Cap is gonna buy, because I have to keep casting dark vision on myself every day, so that I can see in the dark,
Are the
is
goggles.
the goggles of night, which give me dark vision out to 60 feet. That's the second item on the list. And then the third thing, to bring my gold down to basically 0, are slippers of spider climbing. Actually, I don't think I have enough for that. Never mind, I cannot get cool slippers now.
How short are you?
I'm short, like, 600 gold.
Oh, okay. It's not even close.
I've made a minor miscalculation. Alright, but I do get an Arcane Grimoire, and I get Goggles of Night, which solves two of my biggest issues. Now I just have Dark Vision. Yeah, so Cap walks out of whatever the magic pawn shop of this town is, just with these big fucking goggles strapped to his head.
I love it.
For flavor, because I do have to buy my spell, my components, so I can, so that I can transcribe new spells into my book. Cap is going to buy the equivalent of several hundred gold worth of just magical crayons
Okay.
to count as the ink and paper for my spell transcribing. This is very important. I promise you.
The party. Did we put a party icon on this map? No, we didn't bother, did we? Because the distances are all kind of meant to be, and locations are all less literal than an actual map might imply.
So... Goggles of Night...
All right. Any other business in Automata before we hit the road?
That is a good question.
Doesn't sound like it.
Nope, not for me.
I'm just checking what else, if anything, I need. Because I'm just. That's 2,800. See, while it would be really funny to try and get Gauntlets of Ogre Strength, I feel like that'd be a bad investment.
Little toad that can flip a car.
Yeah, I mean, that would be terrifying just as is. Honestly, the only other thing that I kind of, like, want is, like, a Pearl of Power, but that is just slightly out of my price range right now.
Right.
Yeah, no, I'm good, I think, yeah.
All right. So we return to the Walking Castle, Ide Carew. You meet up with the Githzerai custodian, Zathir, and you set out in the Walking Castle for your next destination, the Gate Town of Sylvania, which has the gate to the plain of Arborea, which is here. Let's see. Let's give you a little bit about Sylvania. So, Sylvania is a non-stop party, a boisterous glade that thrums with revelry at all hours. Elves and hobgoblins dance together in glittering patches of magical light, serenaded by singing harpies and the drum of satyr hooves on hollow stumps. Locals treat every visitor like the celebration is just for them, adorning each guest's head with a flower crown and fashioning them garments in theme with the current festival, which changes by the day. The Gate Town's buildings are enchanting structures intertwined with the forest around them. Toadstools sprout from the mossy roofs of squat hill homes, and tiered open-air ballrooms soar into the sky on the alabaster branches of wise old sycamores. The gate to Arborea rests in the dense forest that encircles Sylvania, but Zathir is not sure where that gate actually is. She says the town is ruled, for lack of a better word, by beings known as the Seven Spiriters. They are Eidolons of revelry from the plane of Arborea governing the Gate Town. Neither living nor dead, these eternal beings act as Sylvania's party planners, peacekeepers, and gracious hosts. They are virtues of celebration. The spirit is of manifestations of nostalgia, passion, relaxation, among other things. They have no known physical forms, instead preferring to roister along in commandeered vessels, such as willing party guests, animated statues, or meticulously trimmed topiary hedges. So it takes a couple days to get there, so you all can certainly get in your long rest.
Awesome.
Okay.
Sweet.
All right, and
just what's our experience points at?
20,000, I
after-
think you're at right now.
Okay.
All right.
Alright, 20,000. Yeah,
We're still at 16.9.
Right.
we're getting ever so closer to our next level. Yeah, we're exactly 20,000 experience points.
What's that put you at? You're at level 7, looking at level 8.
Level 6 looking at level 7.
Wait, what?
Level 6 looking at 7, right.
Yeah, 7's 24,000, I think.
23. Yeah.
23.
Wait, we're at. Oh shit. Wait, we're at 23,000.
20,000
So we're
even.
at 20,000.
Oh. I added 20,000. Hi guys, I'm level 9.
Hi, you should not be level 9 yet.
Okay, that looks better.
Oh crap! I know that there was one other thing I was going to look for that I forgot to get while I was in Mechanus. Or not Mechanus, Automata.
What's that?
A Staff of Defense.
Oh.
That is
What is
such
that?
an amazing wizard item.
Right. We'll have to see what Sylvania has.
I'm sure if it's a place defined by revelry, I'm certain they don't have defensive magic items.
It's a rare.
Oh, it's a rare item?
Yeah.
Ooh,
Is
so
it
it's-
rare?
Yeah.
it's pricey.
Okay, I'll just save up. I'll just save up more for it.
So that's what, 3,000?
That's like gonna be like 5,000 probably.
5,000?
Yeah.
That's pretty nice.
That's
though. I could use
that's
that.
fine. We'll just. Well, it would let me not have to cast mage armor every day.
Yeah. I have the same problem. I have my AC's 11, so
Yeah. Oh, speaking of which, Dan, start of a new day. I cast the following spells.
Let's take a look. Gift of Alacrity and Mage Armor.
Yep.
All right.
But I don't need to cast Dark Vision on myself because now Cap has like these just big like welder goggles.
All right. All right. So as you approach Sylvania, merriment and music fill the air beneath a canopy of colorful foliage. Marvelous buildings encircle the trees or are built amid their spreading boughs. Passing revelers wave and offer you crowns woven of fresh, colorful flowers. As they do, your mimir chimes, and its eyes twinkle in rainbow hues.
What is the Mimir doing?
It's just registering the presence of a nearby gate.
Okay.
But like in Automata, you'll have to get within 5 feet of this gate. And unfortunately, the Mimir is not that sensitive that you can use it to actually find the location in the town. It just is giving you, it's somewhere within a half mile. But whether it's 5 feet away or 500 feet away, it's impossible to tell.
Okay. Sorry, where exactly are we on the map again? We're just near Sylvania?
Yeah, we'll shoot you technically where it is on the map.
Yeah. I mean, the last city had a gate, so I think reasonably it's just gonna be in the city.
Mm-hmm. Let's go check it out.
So there's all sorts of here. Let me come back to. Sylvania lies in the embrace of a mystical forest. Ephemeral lights drift along mossy streets, and whimsical architecture complements a wilderness of ageless trees, talking vegetation, and colorful toadstools. As you go through the streets, some of the revelers approach you, and interestingly enough, where is it here? I've got to, okay, I know where it is. I got to look up my note here. They know your name, oddly enough, as you come up, and they seem to know minor details about you. It just seems to be one of the properties of the town here. Everyone in Sylvania knows each other's preferred name. Creatures that have never met recall small tidbits about each other like old acquaintances. Music and merriment pervade the town. Flowers and trees bob to the beat, and small birds and sentient tea kettles whistle jaunty tunes. So some of these people are approaching you, putting flower wreaths around your neck, welcoming you like an old friend, asking if there's anything you do you need directions, what brings you to town.
We're looking for the gate.
Oh, then you need to talk to one of the spiriters. Only they know where the gate is at any given time.
Can you point us in the spiritor's direction?
One second here. So right about that time, a booming, furious voice, followed by a peal of thunder, cuts through the din of laughter and celebration. Nearby celebrants turn from their revels to look in the voice's direction, while others relocate their festivities. One of these locals begins to approach you. It's a satyr in an airy gown whose eyes glow with tangerine light, and the person you're talking to points to that person with the eyes glowing and says, "Right there, that's Spiritor Denai. She seems like she wants to talk to you."
Okay.
I mean, I guess they knew we were already coming because they know everything about us, apparently.
Yeah.
As this satyr approaches you, you become aware of her name. Her name is Danai, Danai. And you also become aware that she is a spirit of revelry who is inhabiting the body of a willing host, the satyr named Callista. You become aware of both her nature as a bodiless spirit and as a leader of this gate town. Denai greets you and asks if you're enjoying yourselves here in town.
Yeah, we are. We're actually looking for the gate.
I mean, we did just get to town.
Mm-hmm. She says, well, perhaps I could point you in the gate's direction, but I might ask a favor of you first.
I did want to ask you, what was the booming voice?
That ruckus is coming from a despondent Empyrean named Kopoha, the celestial child of a god of storms, who is trying to crash a private event.
Oh, you might need to go ahead and wrap this up. You said the child of a god? Yeah, just go ahead and shut the whole party down.
She says she's an Empyrean. Empyreans are creatures of incredible power and overwhelming emotion. Should her dark mood grow much stronger, she might become a danger to the town itself. I need you to distract Kopoha from the event that she's trying to crash and lead her somewhere else. Keep her busy.
What are we supposed to do? Do the hokey pokey? Do it?
You seem like resourceful individuals.
What are we getting out of this?
Well, if you distract the
Yes.
Poha, I will lead you to the gate to Arborea.
That's that's steep right there. You telling me you want us to put our lives on the line just to get a destination for the gate?
Lives on the line. I'm asking you to babysit a god. It's easy.
Do you want to do it?
I have a party to plan.
I was gonna say, can I ask what the event is that they're trying to crash and why she's not invited?
Yeah. So
Also, how old is this demigod we're babysitting?
she's young. She's about 1500.
15 a year? What?
Yeah. Like Thor, you know?
Yeah, like 4.
Right.
Wait, 1500 or 4?
But
I don't understand how that math is mathing.
Either way,
Alright, so the equivalent age
Right.
is like 4.
who wants to deal with a 4-year-old child or a 1500-year-old?
I mean, you're dealing with Cap.
What is an Empyrean?
Exactly.
What is that?
Let's see. Let's get the official rundown of what an Empyrean is. Oh, they have a 2024 entry? Empyrean Monster Manual 2024. We'll go with that one.
I mean, this whole time we've been in Sylvania, Cap has been putting his arcane grimoire to the best kind of use, and has just been taking his crayons and just has been doodling in the pages.
So, it says Empyreans are inheritors of divine might, idealized human-shaped beings of godly power. These beings might have relationships with their creators akin to those of parents and their children, royalty and their servants, inventors and their creators, or other bonds. Empyreans' existences are fundamentally influenced by their patrons and their connection to heavenly deities of the upper planes or the fiendish deities of the lower planes. Nevertheless, Empyreans have free will. Celestial Empyreans, which is, I think, what you're dealing with here, are typically noble beings who quest to prove themselves worthy of their divine pedigree. Many work in the service of their parents or support those gods' causes and champions. While not gods themselves, they do possess divine influence and powers related to their divine parents. Some are near demigods with fantastic might and the power to reshape mortal lives. Others are little more than divine thoughts or moments of immortal attention made manifest. When Empyreans are idealized beings or vestiges of divinity, their appearances are influenced by their creators, and the rest is all not that important. So that's Empyreans in a nutshell.
Okay. Spirit lady.
Mm-hmm.
Is it lady? Man, lady? Lady, right?
I think we can refer to what's her name? Denai. Yeah, it calls her a she, so Denai is a she, right?
Spirit lady. Quick question. What is this Empyrean's family?
Her father is the god of storms on his world. Which is why you heard the thunder.
Good stuff.
So we're dealing with the embodiment of the god of storms.
Not a god, just a demigod.
If I put half a cup of sugar in water, is it still sweet? It's I'm just trying to figure out, like, I turn to everybody like, so we're dealing with a demigod that embodies the god of storms.
Now, Denai says she doesn't know the cause of Kapoha's foul mood, but there are celebrations aplenty in town where the characters can lighten Kapoha's mood and distract her.
Let's give it a shot if y'all want to. We can move on to the next town and just come back to this one.
We just have to babysit. You know, I have performance. I can do stuff.
I mean, you
It'll
want to
be
give it
fine.
a shot?
It'll be
Let's
fine.
do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. We're point us in the direction of Kapoha.
Okay, so Denai points you in Kapoha's direction, and it's not hard to miss her because she is 18 foot tall.
Oh, she a big boy, yo.
She is an 18 foot tall human-like woman with marble skin and eyes crackling with lightning. She is crouching and agitatedly arguing with a calm silver-haired elf. Beyond the elf is a rollicking celebration taking place inside a towering banyan tree, strobing with colored lights.
Can we hear what they're arguing about?
The elf is respectfully preventing Kapoha from entering the Yearning Timbers because there is a rare invite-only event being hosted by an elf god of nature.
But that's weird. They just let us in.
No, you
Why-
didn't enter
why-
the building.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this is effectively a nightclub called the Yearning Timbers that that Kapoha is outside that you are still approaching, but the revelry is happening all over the town. This is just a kind of a sub party, but a private event,
Got it.
not meant for the public, right? But Kapoha wants in.
So, Zerana, this all you. And I back into the crowd.
Okay, lovely. Thanks for doing that, friend. Okay. So I'm gonna approach and just say, hail and well met to the group, and just be like, is everything okay here?
You start to get the scent of a thunderstorm rising in the air, and her eyes crackle as she turns to you, and you kind of catch her off guard. I suppose you're completely not unworthy of my time. Why do you approach Kapoha?
Well, how could I not? You're just such an impressive being, towering over all of us.
Why don't you
She's just going full flattery.
make a persuasion check with advantage?
Okay. Let's see. Why is it not? Huh. I don't know. Might be on being a little funky, so I have to roll this twice.
Okay. That's
Oh,
fine.
12.
Guess the DC was 12. So
Oh my god.
congratulations. Well met then. I'm about to give up on this place, but I don't suppose you'd be interested in seeing where the party really is in this town.
Oh, yeah. I mean, me and my friends just got here. We love a party. It'd be better than what we had to deal with at the last town.
Right? Where to then?
Oh, I thought you were going to take us there. I'm sorry. I misunderstood.
Right. Let's see. Do. Do, do, do. Oh, it's all in here? Okay. Ah, there we go. That's what it is. It's the next page, not the last page. Okay, so revelry is in no short supply in Sylvania. Looking through the streets for distractions, you come across a clearing lit by energetic fireflies, and a group of 10 dryads sings and dances. The group welcomes you as you approach and asks you to, join them in peace and enjoy the serenity of the trees. Kapoha eagerly wants to participate in the dance. But let's see. Let's get who's trained in insight.
I am.
All right. So you can make that insight check.
Cool.
All right. It doesn't take a lot of imagination to realize that Kapoha's size makes her a menace to the smaller dancers. You could block her from joining the dance, but that your insight tells you that she might react poorly to that. That she's very excited to join the dance. So what you might try to do is you might try maneuvering her safely around the dance floor to make sure she doesn't collide with the other dancers. This would take either an acrobatics or sleight of hand check, and you could substitute another party member to do that.
Yeah, I was about to say both of those are only just +1 for me. But I'm gonna turn to the magic users of the party, specifically Cap, and I'm gonna say, hey, I saw you, like when we fought the frog, the big frog, he shrunk him. I don't know if you have like reduce or enlarge on you. I think there's a simple solution to this. I don't know how much reducing her would work, but...
Do I have enlarge reduce?
Does anyone? I think this could help us. I mean, she is 18 feet tall.
Yeah, I mean, I can try and reduce her if you want.
Yeah, because I think she's party. She's just too big, and I can't blame her for that.
It only lasts like a minute, though.
Oh.
Which is like nothing if they're 1,500 years old.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, I would have asked her and been like, hey, what if we shrink you a little? But we wouldn't have done this without her consent.
Yeah.
But that's good to know. Okay, who is dexterity? Like, who's got good dexterity, folks?
+3 acrobatics and +3 sleight of hand. But I think Cap got +6.
Cap has a 16 dexterity. I have a +6 initiative.
Oh my god.
Your dexterity is the same as mine. Who has a higher than 16 dexterity?
Nope,
I have
not me.
I have 13.
Oh, this sucks. Oh, okay. Pete, don't fail me now. I guess I'll try to acrobatic it. Oh no. Oh, that's bad.
Can I give him enhance ability?
Yeah.
It's gonna... Yeah. Okay, I think we're gonna need this, so I pat Lex on the back, and I'm like, okay, buddy, we need all the wins we can get with this one. This can go bad so quickly.
Oh, okay. Advantage. I'll roll again. Whew.
Got to beat 14.
Oh shit.
All right.
What the heck?
Unfortunately, Kapoha accidentally knocks over some dryads and damages a tree. Embarrassed. Embarrassed, the Empyrean insists on leaving immediately.
Oh, man. Okay. All right. Well, we tried. Oh, I mean, she was 3 times my height.
It was a good effort.
Right?
Yeah, like at her kneecaps.
So she kind of skulks away, visually or clearly embarrassed by what just happened.
Well, Time Mage, you couldn't like fix one of my rolls?
Yeah, can't Cap rewind time or something?
Yeah. So I mean, I guess I could put. Can I try and help Lex out here? Can I chronal shift and let him reroll that? Because I can force a reroll.
Sure. And it's a reroll with advantage, right?
It's just a regular reroll.
But he had advantage on the roll.
Oh yeah, but he had advantage on the roll, so he would be able to roll again.
With advantage.
Yeah. So, I mean, I think this is all everything Dan has described is what's playing
18.
out in Cap's mind.
Right?
It's like, this is all going to be a failure. Cap is going to nudge things in the right direction.
Cap
Lex, get a little bit of a headache.
Cap looks forward in time and changes things to switch to a different timeline. And Lex's failure to corral Kapoha on the dance floor is turned into a success. And Kapoha has a great time and dances for an hour. While taking a break from the dance, she actually strikes up some conversation with the group, and you learn that her parents expect her to become a god one day. They're constantly watching her and judging whether she's good enough for godhood, and that's a lot to live up to. And she wants to know, how do you think she can ever live up to the expectations of literal gods? It's kind of just a hanging question she has out there, and she's looking for a little comfort.
Can I make... I was about to say, I'm a cleric. I feel like, could this constitute a religion check? And kind of be like, oh, we mere mortals to our gods?
I'll allow it, yeah. Let's do a religion.
Get her little soapbox religion.
Right?
It's an 8. Fuck.
When there was two
I think
sets
I
of
make it worse.
footprints,
Wait, what do you need for
and
that?
then there was one set of footprints and something, and I don't know, and maybe I fell down. I don't. No, I lost the metaphor.
Yeah, I was about to say, Zorana still doesn't know who exactly her god is. She's like, I could be, because it's either Tyr or it's either Bane, and she's just like, am I serving a good god or am I serving a bad god? Like, am I living up to my potential? Like, she's just, it's bad.
Kapoha looks at you and says, I appreciate you trying. It's not easy for mortals to grasp these concepts.
You know what? I think Cap is gonna do this again. Cap, peering into time, is gonna force a reroll on Zorana's religion.
Is this... How many times can you do this?
No, it's okay.
So, Cap can chronal shift twice per long rest, as per his uses of the chronal shift ability.
And you're going to use it for just this BS conversation?
No,
roll?
don't do it.
Absolutely.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
No.
So,
I don't think it was-
Hour.
Zorana, you go, little headache.
Quick load.
Okay, let me reread my little pamphlets again.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, oh.
You turned it into I Have a Dream. She's very inspired and comforted by your words, and leans down and pets you on the head and says, "You would make a good friend if you weren't immortal." And she says that sweet. She's not trying to be a dick. It's like, we can't really be friends because, I mean, I'm me and you're you.
It's not me. It's you.
No, I understand. I understand completely. The logistics would never work out.
Right. But you're
You know what they say: never meet your heroes.
but you're a kind person, and she appreciates that. So as you're moving along, you come across a silent glade and a ring of standing stones surrounding a fallen stone. Actually, a stone that's called a menhir. That's menhir.
Menhir.
And that is a tall, upright stone of a kind erected in prehistoric times in Western Europe. This menhir is a toppled rock laden with an inviting but unattended feast. Anybody trained in history?
Jesus.
Seven plus
right.
6.
Cap is in fact a historian.
Nice.
He's
Cap,
got a big brain.
you know this is Widow's Henge, and that anyone who eats from this stone vanishes. And it's unclear what happens to them.
Well, it's pretty clear what happens to them. They vanish.
Mm-hmm. And are never heard from again.
Seems. Yeah, but Cap is. Cap thinks this is pretty obvious, and is just like stroking his non-existent beard. If they touch the stone, we disappear, right?
No, it is if you eat of the feast.
Oh man, it would probably be a pretty bad idea to eat this feast, but I kind of want to.
You could always dare Kapoha to eat it. She doesn't know.
I mean, we're supposed to help Kapoha, right?
Babysitter anyway, yeah.
Yeah, babysitting. We can't just disappear a god. There would be questions. Awkward questions that we couldn't answer.
She just say her parents are always watching.
Yeah, and if we disappear them, they're probably gonna be none too pleased by this. But on the other side of this, if we disappear her, then we don't have to babysit her anymore.
Yeah, but then we don't get access to the gate if we disappear.
You know what, you're right. Fair.
Yeah.
Well, we're not disappearing. We would just make her go away.
How closely are they watching her?
Her parents?
Yeah.
She says it doesn't quite work like that.
Oh.
They don't have
So they-
omniscience the way that you
Ah,
might think a god does.
Do they just get like a general like vibe check?
They get updates from handlers.
Right.
Yeah, it's an update.
It's Parent 360, you know. They check when they need to.
Yeah, they got like a notification on their phone.
They got the Apple tag on her somewhere.
Yeah, exactly.
Let
Yeah,
her
she'll be
know when
fine.
she disappears.
Don't worry about it.
And we help her disappear, like mask her presence or something from her parents?
Wait, does she want to disappear from her parents?
You gonna
What
ask her?
for?
No,
Real
she's just stuck in their shadow.
I mean, if she wants to disappear, there's a table of food right there that makes you disappear.
Boom. There you go.
Let's
then-
talk to the god before we make any decisions on their behalf.
The god or the child of the god that we're trying to babysit?
The child of the god that we're babysitting.
Gotcha, okay. Now let's go talk to child god.
Kapoha.
Ho ho. I'm definitely gonna remember this name.
So
Alright, well, let's
Kapoha
focus,
says,
focus.
"What is this feast?"
Alright, this is a wonderful feast. If you eat this food, you teleport away from your parents' view. And that is technically what it does.
Make a persuasion check.
Yes, because Cap is good at persuasion. -1. 2!
Okay.
Yes!
Kapoha thinks there's something you're not telling me.
Well, when you eat of this feast, you disappear. And that is what is known about this feast.
Where do you go?
Where do you want to go?
I can go anywhere I want?
Yes.
All I have to do is eat this?
Yes.
This is
She ain't lying
objectively
to you.
not a good act and could affect your alignment if you move forward.
Cap is a chaotic neutral frog.
That is.
Lex walking away.
So
Let's
this is not a
walk.
so disappearing this god is not a good idea.
Right.
Lex throwing his hands in the air and he walking away.
Right.
Dungeon Master,
Walking
are you
forwards, watching.
Dungeon Master, are you telling me this could be potentially conceived as an evil act?
Yes.
Or just
Really?
Yep.
Potentially,
Oh,
but
no
not
positives.
positively.
No, positively.
Positively? Well, hold on,
Positively.
because there's a difference between positively and potentially.
Yeah, positively.
Positively?
Right.
You're certain?
Certainly.
Beyond any reasonable doubt?
Chaotic evil.
Chaotic evil?
Yeah.
Like 4 times.
What part is the evil? The eating of the food or the disappearing her?
The disappearing her. Tricking her
Well,
into
hold on.
eating this
Oh.
food.
He not tricking her. He telling her where she going.
No, but if we disappeared her a different way, would that be evil, or is it just the eating the food part?
You know that you're effectively killing her.
Oh,
Is that
this
what's
a
happening?
nerve-
Oh no.
this is
No.
Because
No.
she's
No.
never,
No.
wherever she does go, she's never coming back.
Never
Oh no. Cap, leave her alone.
No, Cap.
I was thinking like
I don't
a
know anything
stack
about
over her
this.
head, take her someplace, not unlike
Why
her.
would something like this exist in the first place?
It's
For
the
fun?
This is probably connected to some awful Feywild place.
Let's,
You know what? That makes a lot of sense, actually.
They have there's some shit in the Feywild. This is like not even the weirdest thing.
Lex gonna come over and like shoo Cap away, and we're like, let's just go back to the party.
Cap refuses to be shooed away.
No,
I'm
don't listen to him. Let's go find something else to do. I'm getting a weird feeling from him. I don't know. I just
I
have
think
a
I saw a
headache. Let's
turkey
go.
leg place over there.
so I'll
Ooh, turkey legs.
give you a choice. You see a couple different options before you. There's a bunch of pixies partying hard, and their party is in full swing. Wine, juice, and fruit desserts flow along with music and laughter among the toadstools. Then, amid a field of memorials, a god of the dead and a retinue of skeletons and morbidly dressed competitors play a casual, good-natured game of bocce. But instead
What
of
is
normal
bocce?
instead of normal balls, they're using the skulls of the group's skeletons. Bocce
Let's go do that.
is like a yard game, an outdoor
Yeah,
Have you never played
It's
bocce ball?
Italian bowling.
yeah, it's like
It's very
bowling.
popular
It's
here.
it's like a couple of pound, ball, probably about 4 or 5 inches in diameter, and you play it on a long sand pit. And I don't know the whole rules of it, but I know that you throw balls and roll balls and roll balls into each other, and it's
In a very long time.
it's like Italian curling, I guess.
Yeah.
That sound like it right there. Let's go do that.
So the Pixie Parade or Skull Bocce.
Bocce.
Bocce. So a
Cap
retired
I guess Cap realizing maybe killing this person is a bad idea. He's gonna walk away.
Well, he used his chronal shifts, so he's fucked till the next long rest.
Hey, that is not Cap's only trick up his sleeve. He also has this.
momentary stasis.
I think is that against the Empyrean, because the Empyrean's huge, I think.
Oh no, he's not doing this to the Empyrean. This is like a combat thing.
Ah,
Yeah, no. See, Cap is full of wonderful abilities.
he
At a certain level, when he hits a higher level, he can just straight up make a person disappear for a round.
Chronomancer, right?
Yeah, Chronomancy.
Right.
Yeah, I think it's a temporal shunt. He just moves them out of reality for a wee bit.
Huh, that's crazy.
Just moves them somewhere else for a little bit.
So amid a field of memorials, a retired god of the dead and his retinue of skeletons play Skull Bocce. Kapoha is eager to play, but she's never played before. And let's get, again, somebody trained in insight.
I have a 4. That's pretty average.
I have a +7.
Also has a 4.
Yeah. I made Zorana to be basically a lie detector.
So, Zorana, you can tell by that this group is much less competitive about this game than Kapoha is bringing, the energy Kapoha is bringing to the table. You can tell she's going to be disruptive to their chill. So you might watch out and look for opportunities to make sure that doesn't happen, lest this encounter kind of end up potentially how the last one did, save for the chronomancy. So the game is played, and it's apparent that Kapoha is terrible at this game, and that even though the skeletons are not being overly aggressive or competitive, they're still competent at the game, and they're going to beat Kapoha badly. And you can see Kapoha.
So what you're saying is we have to cheat so she can win. Sabotage people?
I think
Man, I'm really good at.
what we can do is, I'll just tell you straight up, we can do a DC 14 athletics check to help Kapoha win the game, or we can do a DC 14 persuasion check to help Kapoha deal with the loss gracefully.
Now, one of those definitely seems more responsible of an option. I think we should help Kapoha cheat.
Oh, definitely.
Absolutely.
If
For
we
the
can't-
athletics?
Athletics.
Yeah,
Um,
athletics.
I'm plus
Do
4.
we have Yeah, I'm +4 too.
And to be clear, you don't
Athletic.
have to cheat because you understand this game, and as a team, you can make up for Kapoha's lack of competitiveness with the rest of you doing well. So let's make it a group check. Let's have everybody do an athletics check, and we'll see if half of you have to make it. So 3 of you have to make it before 4 of you fail.
So
Or
group
3 of you
athletics.
fail, right?
I have a
All
negative.
right. Well, I have a -1.
I just
to
have a
athletics.
0.
9.
Just a flat 0.
2
Come
successes,
on,
2
no!
fails, 3 fails. 9, 2, and 12 all fail, right? Yeah, DC 14. No more tricks up our sleeve. Did anybody have a guidance cantrip that we can give Kira?
I do have a guidance camp trip, so yeah, there you go, Kira. As I realize it comes down to Kira,
Right.
quick little butt slap. Here you go, knock him dead.
1d4.
1d4.
4.
I've seen sports. That's what they do, right?
Just don't roll
Yeah,
a 1.
right.
Sports ball.
Oh,
I tried to help you there, but unfortunately,
I love.
Go ahead.
No, you go. No, you're good.
Kapoha unfortunately throws a tantrum that annoys the god of the dead. And the god insists that Kapoha and the rest of you leave, or your skulls will be used for the next game.
wait, what? What's going to be used for the next game?
Your skulls.
Our
The bocce
skull.
balls weren't done with balls, they were done with skulls. In this game of bocce.
I'm beginning to not like this person.
It was all very good natured. It wasn't that macabre.
Well, let's go to the Pixies.
It's very Halloween Town spooky. It's fun. Move on to the Pixie Parade.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see if this
I'm
goes
just gonna be giving her a pep talk. Like, it's okay. Like, we all didn't do well together. Like, it's okay. Like, just trying to cheer her up.
good. Yeah. I hate losing.
Yeah, it's definitely like reassuring a kid after they like lose at softball with the T.
Right. So the Pixies of Goodberry Grove party hard, and their party is in full swing. As you enter, you're shrunk down to pixie size, while Kapoha becomes the size of a halfling. This delights Kapoha, and she tests her strength by picking up tiny mushroom structures or visiting some of the forest animals. Kapoha's feats in boasting quickly irritate the pixies. And you can try to make this more entertaining by doing a performance check to try to cast Kapoha's efforts as charming, as opposed to interceding directly with her. She might not take that well.
I have a +5 to performance, so I don't know about anyone else, but I'm willing to give it a try.
I have a plus
I mean-
1, so
Given our comically bad rolls, Cap is going to cast a spell on Zorana. And he's gonna just pull out this comically large-sized, bird feather as he casts Enhance Ability and gives you Eagle's Splendor. If you had advantage on all charisma-related checks.
Advantage on
Awesome.
that
I
performance.
was about to say, I think I also might have a feat. Hell yeah. Thank you.
DC 12 on this.
Okay, yeah, so... Yeah, I don't know why my roll 20 is not showing me... Oh, hold on. Performance. Let's go. Hell yeah!
There you go. All right. So you do. You cast Kapoha's boasting in a softer light and kind of milk up the humor, and the pixies begin to laugh along as opposed to being annoyed. And Kapoha gets, hears them being entertained and starts hamming it up some, and things go well. After an hour or so of hard partying, Kapoha insists on taking a break. And during this break, she does talk with you, Zorana, and confides in you about her sister Alethera, who is amazing at everything. Kapoha respects her sister, but feels she has to prove to her parents that she's just as worthy of a daughter and a future god. And she's wants your advice on how she can be a loving sister while also proving that she's just amazing as her.
Wow, okay. Damn, didn't expect to get into the family stuff. Okay, yeah, I think Zorana's advice kind of stems from, like, well, what do you think? Like, what makes her so amazing to you? Like, what has she done? Like, is her first kind of question.
Oh, she wrestled the night serpent, for one.
Wow, that's
and
okay. No, that
recently,
sounds sick as hell.
She beat me in combat and took my maul. I'm
Okay.
useless without my maul.
So
Kapoha and her
are
maul.
there yeah, I was about to say, is it like adversarial, or is it just like, no, this is just my big sister kind of messing with me?
I don't know. I mean,
Okay,
I think she's teasing, but I don't think she understands how sensitive I am about it.
Oh, I get it. I mean, that's hard. You look up to someone and then you want them to take you seriously. I mean, that's a big thing to fill, and it sounds like you have some pretty high expectations. I mean, my best advice is, take it a day at a time. You're this big, incredible thing. You get to live lifetimes longer than anything else. I mean, you're going to have an amazing life regardless. Whether or not you do it as a god or, maybe just as a normal being, I think you're going to have a pretty extraordinary life and experience.
Kapoha
I think not worrying so much about it will help.
Kapoha is inspired by your words, as am I, so gain inspiration.
Okay, thank you.
After that, she's Kapoha, is ready to move on to another celebration. Says there's one more thing she'd like to try.
Okay, I say a little prayer of like, oh please, just let us get through one. Let us get through one. Okay, what do you want to do?
So, she's too big to participate in some of these, so you would have to kind of participate on her behalf. But among some of the other contests around the town that you kind of see in small groups, there's people arm wrestling, playing pin finger. There's competitive goat milking, or something called flighting.
What the hell is competitive goat milking?
It's how fast you can fill your bucket.
Could I make an animal handling check for that, or would that be dexterity?
No, it would be animal handling.
Oh, I have a +7 to animal handling.
Nice. Let's go. Doing that for
Goat
sure.
lady to goat? Yeah, I think I got this in the bag.
Oh, Lord Jesus. Please let her have it back.
DC 14, animal handling.
Okay. And because I have no faith, I'm just gonna, give myself a little bit of credit. I have no faith at this point.
Bless yourself before you sit down to milk the goat.
Yeah. I'm like, pull through for me now, goddammit. Oh, I don't even need it.
Nice. All right, so you competitive goat milk the hell out of that, and congratulations, and it's very exciting, and you fill your bucket and break the record, and Kapoha is thrilled, and eventually that leads to another revelation about Kapoha, and that secretly she actually dreads becoming a god. She doesn't even know herself yet. And what if she becomes a god of the sea? She hates seafood. What if she becomes a god of something embarrassing like smelly wind? It's a big deal for an immortal. And she kind of addresses you all and says, well, what do you think I should be the god of? Goat milking. Maybe I should be the god of goat milking.
I mean, I don't know how gods are typically created. I know that some of them gain their portfolios based on their sort of greatest defined traits. And not just random luck of the draw, like getting it of the sea, like you hate seafood.
You'd be surprised.
I'd be surprised. Do you know a god of goat milking?
I don't. Maybe that's why it's a good one.
Based off the day, you seem really enthusiastic when you got to any of these games. You could be the god of games.
God of enthusiasm.
The god is
God of
the god of
merriment.
ambition and intent. Like,
Oh,
I mean,
ambition's already taken by Bane.
oh, never mind. Didn't know that was taken.
Well, there could
What?
be multiple
God
of the
of
same
leisure.
category.
I guess it
The
depends
options
on
are
where-
endless. I mean, all we can say is whatever you do decide to be, just be the best part of that. And accept it.
Because you could be the god of the sea, but it doesn't mean you have to eat seafood. You could just surf.
Hey, that'd be a cool god.
Keep the seafood in check and make sure they don't get too crazy
Exactly. You know how cool it'd be to chill with dolphins all day?
until they try to hump you.
I hear their magic.
Gain inspiration, sir. Gain inspiration.
Oh god, that's so funny.
Dan, you said there was arm wrestling here, right?
Yes.
Great. Cap is going to do something. He's going to cast Enhance Ability and give himself again. He's going to waste another spell slot for this. To give himself advantage on strength checks. He's giving. What is the effect called? Bull Strength has advantage on strength checks. Cap is going to walk over to the arm wrestling, and he is going to just find a challenger, and this is very important.
Well, you're not going up against any challenger. It's the standing champion.
Alright, yeah, he'll go up against the standing champion.
It is a beef little pixie.
Okay.
What?
This is perfect.
Right.
Now... Okay, so... Is there a cost to entry, or is it just you walk up to the table? You walk up to the table.
Walk up to the table, square up, arms,
Yep.
elbows down, hands
Cap does
clasped,
that.
and a
Yeah,
strength
do they-
athletics check.
Great, damn, they're willingly touching me.
Oh, you're right.
Oh no.
Oh, Cap.
Go ahead and give me that. that Constitution save. Great, we're gonna be doing this every round.
Right. You know what? It wouldn't. I didn't mention it because it was too meta to mention it. But when I was telling you about the effects of being in town, like one of the effects being that you kind of know everybody and everybody knows you.
Yeah.
There's another effect, and I'm gonna go read that to you. Oh, not automata.
Oh, so this person willingly grabbed Cap's hand knowing they would be poisoned.
No, well, I don't think that they would necessarily know that kind of detail about you.
Gotcha.
But what? Here we go. Here it is. But one of the regional effects of being in Sylvania is that Sylvania wards its guests from the negative effects of overindulgence. Creatures have advantage on saving throws against the poisoned condition.
Okay.
That is something that everybody in Sylvania has.
Good to know.
Right?
Alright, so here's that strength check. -1. 2.
Oh,
Oh man.
Broke Cap on.
that's incredible.
Yeah, you lost.
Is it not just? Is it just a straight one roll?
Yeah. Yep.
All right, great. All right.
Dude,
Cap's
you
still
wrote it
in-
at advantage, and you still.
That was
Champion.
an advantage.
Still undefeated.
I'm
I mean, I had other dumb ideas, which was I was just going to use momentary stasis and just freeze them in place. But that would be mean, and Cap is anything but mean.
Rylar is going to kind of shake her head and shove Cap out of the way and sit down. My turn.
You're great. You've touched Cap.
On the robe.
The robes which you wear.
I feel like she would know. You know, we've seen Cap's poison skin in action.
Very carefully shove him out of the chair.
Yeah, very carefully. Because if you just shove Cap, you're in for the worst trip of your life.
Okay, I'm sorry. You can't tell me Rylar's not wearing gloves. You
And
know,
I'm gonna,
like,
yeah, right.
So,
I'm gonna turn around, give Zorana a little wink.
see,
Mhm.
it doesn't specify if wearing gloves is actually a thing that stops this. I think Cap's clothing is just like seeped in his poison, which is why nobody wears it but him.
$22.
All right. Yes, we have a new champion.
I'm just gonna stand up and casually walk away.
I'm gonna look over to our god friend and just be like, you see, I was like, the little wizard frog, he stood no chance, but he did it anyway. There's nothing wrong with failing once in a while.
Lifelong lessons going on today.
So after the pixie party winds down, Kapoha grows introspective, and she thanks you and tells you all that she's decided to go talk to her sister Alathira about everything that's on her mind. But before she departs, she has a gift for you. It is a periapt that resembles her face.
Oh, that's nice.
That is indeed one of the objects of all time.
Ooh,
That's pretty
okay,
nice
wait. When you roll
anyone
a
who goes
hit
down
die,
often.
I didn't
depends
catch
on the
that. What was
situation.
that? Go ahead. Okay. Yeah, so Kapoha is going to move on. And it's shortly after that Denai finds you. Denai is one of the spiriters of the town, and finds you and leads you to the gate to Arborea. The portal currently resides in an overgrown well in the forest outside of town. Denai thanks you for everything you've done and is going to leave you in peace to go attend to other ongoing parties. And she invites you to join in the celebration when you're done.
Whoa there, ghost lady. You told her she was gonna tell us what a portal was.
Yeah, she brought you there.
Babysit.
You're there.
Okay.
So let's do our account and then let's go get drunk. Like,
Right?
this was an easy one. You wanted to leave.
You know, this wasn't so easy. Cap burned all his time magic for us to
Yeah,
make
but now we
this.
get to party. We don't have to fight anyone. This was just skill checks. Okay?
Look, I didn't burn all my time magic, just most of my time magic.
What? Oh, excuse me. What are we saying for this one? A constant party? Everybody's having a good time?
Overindulgence.
Is not allowed, basically? Or
We get advantage on
Encourage is
constitution
possible.
saves.
It's encouraged here.
it's encouraged, but it's not possible.
Right. You're protected from
Oh,
it. Right.
You're protected from the repercussions of it.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
Basically one of those things you put in wine to make it so you don't have as bad of a hangover.
Right.
Doesn't that make the wine nasty?
So I've got constant party. What else?
Protected
We're
from
just-
overindulging?
We're just trying to describe this town.
Right.
Yeah.
Cartoonish.
A joyous atmosphere.
A complete embodiment of hedonism.
Joyous hedonism.
Oh.
I like that.
I don't think this is allowed to say, but it's very Walt Disney After Dark.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Disney After Dark.
Man, I remember when that was cool back in like the mid 2010s. Disney After Dark.
Right.
Now it's
All right. So that's a fairly accurate description of the place that you've recorded. And I'm going to give you. There were 3 successes in your kind of competitions in which you got to know Kapoa, and when you were successful, she would share a little bit of information about herself. I'm going to give you 1,000 points for each one of those, so you all get 3,000 points.
Oof.
nice. I think that means we level up.
Oh, we do.
Gosh, he's a
Nice.
generous god.
Yes.
Is 23,000 the amount? I don't see the little button. coming up.
23. Yeah, that should be 23.
Yeah, I can level up right now.
Oh, there we go. Now it's screaming at me to level up.
Yeah, let's all take a moment and everybody level up to level, what? Level 7, right?
Levels of. Oh boy, what do I get at level 7?
Get anything.
I get nothing except 4th level spell slots, so that's gonna be
Yeah.
fun. Damn, I'm
Random
sorry.
initiative rolls.
Wait, you get 4th level spell slot?
Yeah, I'm a pure wizard.
I'm going
Yeah, I
to
am
grab a
too.
drink. I'll be right back.
I'm so sorry for what I'm going to do to Dan.
Oh, that's alright.
Speaking of 4th level, I also have 4th
yeah.
level. What do I want to take?
Banishment.
Oh yeah, I do have banishment as one of my options.
Management is always a good option, especially
Yep.
since everything on this plane is technically extra planar. Oh man, you know, Gravity Sinkhole is just looking like such a fun spell.
Deal.
It's Fireball, but 5d10 force damage and pulls everything towards the center of it.
Oh shit. Oh, one of my 4th level spells, and this might be handy for future, is locate creature. So if we need to find someone who's in 1,000 feet of me, we've got that option.
I could also take the Sickening Radiance, which is just a wonderful spell.
That's what it means.
Vitrolic
So-
Sphere.
Instinctive Pounce. So when I go into a rage, I get to move half my movement speed. And it happens during a bonus action, and it doesn't provoke the opportunity attack. So basically, I got to get out of jail free card when I rage.
I'm
We
gonna
have
take
that.
the spell. I'm gonna take the spell Gate Seal. What it does is I can choose a 30-foot cube that I can see within range, and within that area, portals can't open or close for the duration. They cannot teleport in or out of that point. Feels like a spell that might come in handy.
All of these spells are mostly concentration.
Yeah. Downside of that.
We wouldn't have a use for the private sanctum, would we? With the traveling house castle we have?
Probably not, yeah.
Yeah.
Great spell, but unfortunately we already have one. And it costs no magic.
I mean, Greater Invisibility would be a pretty good spell.
Mordenkainen's Faithful Hound.
Does that just give you a dog?
It gives you a dog that is intelligible and invulnerable. And when anything comes in within 50 feet, it barks loudly. Anything comes
It's a
within
good
5.
boy.
It's a good guard. If anything comes within 5 feet, the hound attempts to bite one enemy. With True Sight, the range of 30 feet.
All right, how are we all doing?
Doing pretty good. Just finished my level up.
Yeah, I don't think.
Great news.
What's that?
Great news, Dan. I can now create a gravity sinkhole.
Nice.
Yeah, it's just force damage fireball.
Sinkhole for the win.
Also, it pulls everything towards the center, so I guess I could just knock people off of, like, rafters and shit.
Right. Okay, so on to the next town.
Yeah.
Let's see, which is the town of Excelsior. Let's give Excelsior a little primer here. Excelsior, the gate town to the heavenly plain of Mount Celestia, welcomes any who are willing to embrace the lofty ideals of good and law. Good-hearted characters can easily reach the town's gate and update the Mimir. Let's see. What else can I say about Excelsior? Here we go. Celestials and mortals live in harmony in Excelsior. Flecks of gold and silver sparkle in its radiant streets and towers, which climb ever upward to new heights of good and law. Archons, devout worshippers, and paragons of justice convene in floating citadels atop billowing clouds, and crystal falls of holy water cascade over the wispy edge to blessed fountains below. Excelsior's divinely appointed High Chancellor, Foro, looks after the gate town. The venerable human chancellor is a kind-hearted and patient soul, but beneath her calm exterior pumps the heart of a lion with a thunderous roar. The favored cleric of a deity of light, the Sunweaver, Foro is the voice of a god and can bring its might to bear. Those who mistake her mercy for weakness don't do it twice. She stands resolute against evil invaders alongside the Cinderwings, a squadron of angelic defenders who heed her prayers. Let's see. How much do I want to read of this before? Because I'm reading this all for the first time, frankly. So I haven't vetted this material, so I don't. I'm kind of, as I'm going, trying to make sure I don't step in something and say something I shouldn't. So we'll leave it there.
Spoil the plot for us.
Right. That is the town of Excelsior, and that is where we are heading. But as your castle is moving along, you find something on the way that marks your interest. There is a gigantic flat diamond. Its 3 points marked with squat pedestals, shimmering within a ringed field. Celestials in radiant uniforms practice at swatting at glowing orbs on the side of the field, while elephantine demons on the other side trumpet at them through barbed trunks to break their concentration. A boxy winged modron and a padded helmet with a face cage hovers in front of your castle. Greetings! It appears you've stumbled on our ball game. Care to participate?
I mean, absolutely.
How do we play?
Sorry, how long has it been since we left, what is it called? Sylvania?
Let's say it's only been a short rest.
Only been a short rest? Great. If it's been only a short rest, I'm gonna go ahead and just quickly do a little arcane recovery. I may have used 1 or 2 spells. A second function of the arcane grimoire is I regain 1 additional spell level during my arcane recovery.
Handy.
So I'm gonna get both of my. I'm going to get both of the seconds I used back. And that is what I do.
All right. So this Modron is a quadrone, which I think is like one of the 6-sided die ones, I believe.
Yeah, they're the 6-sided die ones.
I don't know why quad comes into it when they have 6 faces, but like I'm not going to question that.
You're trying to make sense of Mechanus, and the only thing that can make sense of Mechanus is Mechanus.
Right. So, the Quadrone introduces himself as G041, an impartial umpire appointed to observe the game of Spireball.
I'm gonna make an insight check against that. There's no such thing as an impartial umpire.
So,
24.
no, you could, as far as you can tell, he's very enthusiastic about his impartiality.
I'm gonna like pull on like Lex's clothing and just like this thing is wrong.
All right. He explains the game's rules, the stakes, and the 2 teams. The 2 teams are the Noxious Stampede and the Righteous Hands, and they vie for a single soul. You can only join one of the teams. Alternatively, you can join neither and try to influence the game outcome from afar, but that's up to you. What do you think? Do you want to join the Noxious Stampede, which consists of 9 Maleficents, which I have a handout for? This is a Maleficent. Their star pitcher goes by the name Snot Rocket, and he shoots stinking balls from its trunk like a cannon. The Fiends are sore losers and insufferable winners. The Righteous Hands, alternatively, are a team of Celestials consisting of 8 Hound Archons and their star player, a diva named Shariel, whose flanged mace rings deeply when it connects with its target. The Righteous Hands are paragons of sportsmanship and honesty, rooting for each other and never disrespecting their opponents, no matter how low the Noxious Stampede stoops. Spireball takes place on the flat triangular diamond surrounded by a ringed field. 3 low pedestals at each of the triangle's points serve as bases. The last of these, where the batters take their swings, is known as home plate. During the game, batters navigate the bases in order from home plate to first base, and first base to second, and second back to home. So there's only 3 bases, not 4. The offensive team rolls initiative to determine the batting order. Meanwhile, the defensive team designates a pitcher who stands in the middle of the triangle facing home plate, and all other participants on that team are fielders. On their turn, each batter makes an athletics check. On a successful check, the batter hits the ball and sends it to the field, and the defensive team has the chance to catch. 3 strikes, you're out, and a 20, a roll, a crit on the roll is a home run. If a batter hits the ball, the defensive team moves to catch it. One fielder of your choice must succeed on an acrobatics check. On a successful check, the batter is out and must stand down. On a failed check, the batter advances to first. So every time you get to home plate, you get a point. The round ends when 3 batters are out. So 3 strikes, you're out. 3 outs, the round ends. Once you choose your team or decline to choose the team, the game begins, and the righteous hands will be the first to bat. The game ends after each team has played offense and defense once.
Only one inning?
2, I guess. Or, yeah, because each... I have to... The hands have to bat and catch.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess 1 inning. You're right, yeah.
Yeah, you only have 1 inning. Alright, yeah, we can do 1 inning of baseball.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah. I mean, if we're gonna be playing a sport, Lex is the physically strongest, right?
So let's explain the stakes here. If evil triumphs, if the Noxious Stampede wins, they claim the soul. Oh, that's all. Okay, I'm looking for... Okay. The soul's fate is determined by who wins. Okay. All right. And everything else is I reveal later. Okay. So what do you think? You want to join the Righteous Hands of the Noxious Stampede, or you want to just try to observe and influence from afar?
We should definitely play.
Yeah.
Yes, let's play.
Right.
Hey, Lex, do you want to cheat?
All right. Which team are you joining?
Probably go for the good guys, right?
Yeah, probably go for the good guys.
All right. So the Righteous Hands. I think they said they bat first, right?
Yes, they do.
The Righteous Hands are first to bat. Okay. So 3 strikes, you're out. 3 outs. You switch to play defense. Who wants to bat first? Or I guess we should roll for initiative, right? Hey, let me reread. Yeah, let me reread that just in case. So the offensive team, that's you guys, rolls initiative to determine the batting order.
Okay. Good to know. Should we just pull our tokens out so we can actually get them on the initiative tracker?
I guess so. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Cool. Big cap.
Capzilla.
God, that would be terrifying. 30 initiative.
Jeez.
This is what Cap is capable of.
Anybody need help with their tokens?
Yeah, basically never can do.
Yeah, hold on. Sorry, I totally... I can? How do I draw? Hold on. Ugh.
Now, what are the restrictions on casting magic, Dan?
Oh.
Like, legally, what am I not allowed to do?
So, you know that the Righteous Hands would insist on playing a clean game.
Okay.
That they wouldn't tolerate the cheating.
Alright, so they're not cool with cheating. How do the demons feel about cheating?
Cheat to win.
Cheat to win? Great.
And they're sore losers.
Right. All right, so let's see. So we say the setup. So the batting order is Cap first. So the DC, let me sort it.
Oh, Cap is up to bat first.
Yep. It is a DC 20 strength check.
Can Cap not bat? I had a plan for Cap.
You want a pinch bat?
Well, I think Cap wasn't Cap is not much of a sports ball player.
Well, what you might not realize is that, well,
Yes.
I guess maybe, no.
Well, hold on. I've just had a thought, Dan.
Right.
Now, this is going to take a second to explain. Let me just populate the relevant spell. Or do I need to have it in my hand? Hold on. An object weighing 1 to 5 pounds that is within range or isn't being carried. Perfect. So, if they threw the ball at me and Cap flung the baseball bat and cast catapult instead of hitting the ball, and just sent that fucker flying. Theoretically. Of course.
So the component is somatic. Remind me, that's somatic in
So
its
that's-
hand.
Yeah, hands.
Make a DC 10 stealth check to see if you can do it.
DC 10 stealth check. Alright. Here goes the little frog. 26.
Oh,
You know that shit some baseball batters do with like adjusting their gloves like obsessively before.
Yep.
So that's what Cap does. He goes in there and he fucking casts a fucking spell and hits the goddamn ball and nobody's the wiser.
So that ball is just gone. It's going.
Well,
Because Cap
it only
not
goes 90 feet, so they were going to give them a chance to catch here.
Yeah.
So the batter hits the ball. One fielder of your choice must make a DC 20 acrobatics check.
Okay. Yeah, because Cap is not much of a ball player, but he is a big cheater.
Okay, so Cap made it to first base.
Yeah.
And we go to Lex.
Check, right?
Athletics
Athletics.
check, right?
Athletics. Got
So
it.
from everybody else's perspective, do they just see Cap actually hit the ball?
Yeah.
Wow.
Ooh.
Strike one.
Ooh, that's hard to follow.
Do I do it 2 more times?
Yep. There's a hit. All right, base hit. Let's see if they catch it. They do not. Cap advances to second. Lex makes it to first base. Still nobody
say,
out.
If Lex had struck out, I was just like, could Cap steal a base?
There's no stealing bases in Spireball.
There's no stealing bases? Okay,
No.
so what if I... Alright, great. Good to know.
Zorana, you're up.
Okay, I'm not good. Can I just bunt?
You can make an athletics check.
Yeah, okay. Oh shit!
Home run,
Oh,
baby! 3-0, and there's no outs. Rylar.
Holy shit!
Wait, does Cap make it home?
Yeah, Cap's home.
Cap's home. Holy
Nice.
shit.
Cloud crack.
Nice.
All right, so there's Rylar. Let's see if they catch it. They do not. Rylar's on first base. And we go to Kira.
go. Wait, so does Zerana just like strike it out of the park?
Yep.
That's what a 20 does?
Yep.
Incredible.
14. That is strike one.
Ooh. I got a 20. So
Oh, that's a 20. So that's... Oh. So, the letter of the law says... A batter who rolls a 20 on the die hits a home run. That's what you did. You rolled a 20
All right.
on the die. So you hit a home run. So that is 5-0. And Cap, you are back up.
Okay, Cap is not sure how to feel about this. He thought he wasn't gonna bat more than once. He walks back up to the base with his definitely not corked bat. And I mean, he's gonna try again with his same shenanigan of just casting catapult on the ball.
All right.
So I'll give you another stealth check for that semantic. 17.
All right. You get it. You get away with it. You make it look like handiwork instead of a spell.
Yeah, Cap is just like flipping the baseball bat around.
Right. You hit it. Let's see if they catch it. They do not. So Cap is on first, right? We got nobody on?
Yes.
Yeah, Cap is
First.
on first base. All right, Lex.
There goes all my spell slots for first level. Cheating at baseball.
Strike one. Strike two.
Let's go.
Oh! 7-0. When does the mercy rule become invoked here? Zorana, you're up. Nobody's on.
Okay.
Nobody out. 7 runs scored.
Isn't 9 the mercy rule?
I don't think there's any mercy here.
Right?
Yeah, okay, shit. This is crazy. Okay, so I'm gonna... I guess I'll do another athletics.
Strike one.
Okay.
Strike two. You're out of there. There's one out.
Okay.
All right. Good effort. Good effort. Rylar.
Okay. Yes.
So you made it to first. Oh, wait. I got to try to catch it.
Try to catch it.
And I don't. So you made it to first. Okay.
All right.
Kira. Currently 7-0, right?
Yes.
Strike one. Strike two. And you're out of there. There's 2 outs. And we go to Cap again. 7-0. Rylar on first base.
Alright, Cap is gonna pull his shit again. He's gonna have to use a second level spell slot for this, but he'll start doing his little like bat flourishes. 8, they catch him.
Yeah. All right, but you hit the ball.
But I hit the... Oh, they don't give a shit. Okay.
They don't catch it. And the demons don't catch it.
First and second.
First and second. And Lex is up. 2 outs. Runners at first and second.
Well, hey.
And there's
It's
only
all on you, Lex.
there's only 3 bases, so second is effectively third base. Okay.
Right.
Okay, so runners at first and second, 8-0. If they don't catch it, and they don't. 8-0 runners at first and second.
Cap is now at second.
Zorana.
Okay, I guess more athletics for me.
Right?
Nope.
Ooh, strike 1. Strike 2. And strike 3. That is 3 outs, and we change sides.
Now, Dan, I have an important question for you.
Right?
Can you only get out by catching the ball, or can you get them at the base? Can you just?
No, you have to catch the ball.
You have to catch it. Okay,
Right.
my other plan cannot work then, where I was just going to pause them before the base.
All right, so we need. How does the setup go here? Let's see. So.
And you pause the ball though.
It's a if the ball is a creature, yes.
The pitcher stands in the middle. Okay, so, but other than that, I don't see that their pitcher has any special mechanic. So I guess we're just going to go straight for the athletics checks here for the Maleficents.
Can Cap pitch?
Yeah.
Great. Is there a check involved in pitching?
No.
Damn. Is there any way that I can manipulate my pitches to make this harder for them?
Oh, okay. So you know what it says? It says, okay, so you have to pick a pitcher.
Yeah.
And then it says the pitcher is not a fielder, so the pitcher is not eligible to catch the ball.
Okay.
But all the other fielders are. And it says it doesn't designate a number of fielders, so it says everybody can be a fielder effectively, I guess.
So the pitcher doesn't actually have an effect on this round, it's just there to pitch the ball?
Right.
Okay. Now, the reason I wanted to take pitcher, other than my -1 being absolutely useless in any other position, if I were to catapult the ball at them, would this make it harder to hit?
I'm going to say no.
Alright, so just straight fastballs is not good. Okay. Alright, well then, Cap will pitch with all of the sportsmanship and prowess that someone who has a -1 to their strength will pitch.
All right, so I made the first roll, and it was a 14, so that was strike 1.
He's pitching it like softball.
Ooh, then we got a home run, 8-1. Next batter. Strike 1. Strike 2. 8-2.
Son of a bitch.
8-2, no outs. Strike 1. Strike 2. Strike 3. 8-2, 1 out. Who wants to field it? DC 20, acrobatics.
Acrobatics? I'll do. No, I won't do that.
I only got a +1.
What about Lex?
Oh shit, it's acrobatics. I am
Sorry.
really good at acrobatics.
I was like, Cap got a +6.
I thought it was strength. Shit, can I switch
So
out with
I
somebody?
think after this pitch, we gotta switch out.
Yeah, after
Yeah.
this pitch, I gotta switch out.
All right.
Here, I'll make it because we just need to get this going. Holy shit!
Nice.
Yes,
All
Mike.
right. So that's 8-2, 2 outs, right?
Yep.
All right.
Okay.
Strike one.
So I guess we switch out.
Strike two.
Yeah.
Okay.
Strike three.
One out.
3 outs.
Stay out.
The Noxious Stampedes lose in a blowout, 8-2.
It's like they didn't even show up.
Right? The Righteous Hands all begin to celebrate and offer to shake hands with their opponents. But the Noxious Stampede refuses.
Sounds sportsmanlike.
Right. Shariel, the star player of the Righteous Hands, shamefully walks up to the umpire and has a conversation, and the umpire then approaches the Noxious Stampede, and they throw up their hands and they're outraged and they start a fuss. It's apparent to you that Shariel noticed Cap's cheating and has confessed the sin to the umpire. The umpire makes an announcement that there's going to be a rematch in a year, and that the game, which is usually played once every 300 years, is going to have a rematch next year because of this scandal.
Okay.
Scandal.
Shariel approaches you and says, I appreciate your efforts, though they were misguided. And still actually...
Approaching Cap.
Yeah.
Cap will hold out a hand to shake them.
And Shariel presents the group with a prismatic chalice from Mount Celestia that functions as a gem of brightness. And
And they gave us
Shariel leans down to Cap and says, "Remember, cheaters never win."
But we won.
Hey.
That was fun.
Does Cap officially, like, you can talk, or is this being communicated?
No,
Like, through
Cap will,
body
like,
gestures.
Cap through body gesture. Cap doesn't speak. Everything that I say through Cap is communicated through some other manner. Cap is just sort of gesturing to the fact that, like, he just points at the scoreboard.
And shrugs.
Shrug. Yeah. Anytime I say something as Cap, it's some other way he's communicating, whether it's just writing stuff down or body language.
Right.
Or he's just actually speaking the one language he can speak, which is Grung.
All right, so that is all I have prepared for you for tonight. I have not done my homework yet for the town of Excelsior and the towns beyond, so we're going to wrap it up 12 minutes early here and conclude. There was a couple of random encounters for the Outlands themselves. Like, I think there's 3 of them. And Angels in the Outlands was the name of this encounter. And I figure if I'm going to spread them out evenly, it should be town, encounter, town, encounter. So I felt while I didn't have Excelsior planned or prepared rather, for you. I had read some of those extra encounters, so I was able to pull that out of my back pocket to get us another 45 minutes of game time, and so I'm happy that worked out. That was fun. This campaign, I will say, has been a lot of fun for me with some of the side games. The casino was a lot of fun, and while this baseball game was, relatively quick, that was fun. That was like, you guys hit a bunch of home runs, and you really ran up the score, and that was.
Next action, we should just play a full baseball game.
Right. It was. I had read the encounter, and I thought it was fun, but I had put some thought into how am I going to visually represent this, and thought I might do what I did with the casino. And had I had another week to prepare, I very well may have done that, but pulling it out of my pocket this week as I did, I kind of had to do a theater of the mind, and I got to say, I'm kind of impressed. I don't know about y'all, but I was able to keep it all straight. How many runs, how many outs, how many strikes, who's on what base. I was able to keep it straight enough to just run it. And while if I ever did something like that again, I might do a visual accompaniment. I gotta say, it still worked without it. So that was fun. So thanks all.
Awesome.
Everybody going to be here next week?
I might be late, but I should be.
Okay, that's cool. We have a relatively slow start policy where we don't necessarily start right at 7. So if people roll in at 10 past or quarter past or need to, even I myself occasionally have to finish dinner or something right before 7 o'clock. So so don't sweat it.
Right on.
All right, cool, everybody. You have yourselves a good one, and we will see you all around.
All right, take care, everyone.
Later.
See ya.
Have a good week, everyone.
See ya.
You too. Bye.
See you guys.
See ya.